So, hi everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Claire. This channel is for empowering you on your twin flame journey, your inner divine feminine, your inner divine masculine. I hope you're having a lovely Sunday, or whatever day you end up watching this. I'm filming it on Sunday. So, because everything I do is timeless, and everything I do is clearing energy, sending you healing. So basically, I'm always like basically clearing out, right? So you can see it's soaking up the negativity, right? The stress, the fear, the anger. As long as you're given permission, which, like I've always had in the written bit, I feel if you're even watching it, you are given permission, which is why, like, be really careful who you give your energy to when you watch a video. Like, if you get a kind of icky feeling, you know what I mean, trust that. But, and I feel that's going to have something to do with the fact that it's still in these cards, cursed and elusive. So, what else was I going to say? Yeah, so I'm always channeling and healing energy. So like I say, although I use a lot of cards, most of the time I do a video, I'm using cards. It's very rare that I wouldn't be using cards, right? But I'm a healer, so I'm always sending that healing, I'm always praying, I'm always just, weaving all my different healing modalities. And like I always say, with the nature of how hypnotherapy works and me being a very informal hypnotherapist, and like you don't even notice, you know what I mean? Like I'm always encouraging people in this very subtle informal way. So yeah, so anyway, and it's just funny that they got me to say it like that, because then they feel me to motivation, and then look at this, look in a book. That's crazy, because every time I say that's crazy, which I'm sure she got it from me, I hear my niece going, that's crazy. Because it's just funny. It's like one of my nieces has got like a really, like just a really, really Scottish accent, and the other one not so much. And I swear it's because of the different nurseries they went to. It just really makes me, it makes me laugh. But I always hear going, that's crazy. But and like I said, I'm pretty sure it's because she hears me saying that's crazy. Because I can't think who. I don't know if it's my mum that maybe it's my sister. It could be. I mean, that would make more sense, but I don't know. I think it's me. Anyway, maybe it's a mixture of all of us. So something's crazy. When we go on about it, so maybe something's crazy or someone's crazy. Fuck's sake, maybe it's got something to do with this. But now it's reminding me of that song. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Probably. Wait a minute. Is that song not about? No, that's a different song. Now I'm thinking, fuck you. So these two songs could be relevant. Like, I remember when I lost my mind. Oh wow. Na 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 na. I don't know the rest of the lyrics, right? But then that led me to think of his other one that's like, I heard you been running around town with a girl at next door, a guy next door. Fuck you. Fucking hell. These could be specifics. Anyway, so whatever that's all about, it feels like karmic drama, but yeah, it's crazy that I've been drawn to look in a book, because I've been sorting out my bit. Like, I'm really having fun. I'm geeking out, actually. I'm having fun, like totally decluttering, and it's like I'm right. Listen. I like to share the parts of me that are ridiculously slow to, I don't know, to move forward to certain stuff, because it's definitely, and some of this is going to be, I'm going to share some of this in quite a funny way, and some of it, like, it's it's real problems too, but it's just the way that I share things, because I know that some of you will be like this too, right? But so just bear with me. But, and oh yeah, everything I do is channeling too, so the way that I approach every video is going to have something to do with this. So this seems quite chaotic, but so this is what it's like having inattentive ADHD, dyslexia, dyspraxia, and like I've said, all the rest of it, right? I'm looking your list and the rest of it off. But also it's magical, because as well as finding a card from 2020 that I got for one of my best pals for moving house, um, that I basically haven't given to her because it was like in the envelope and everything. It's an Amazon parcel. Wait a minute. The nice Amazon man was just putting it through the letterbox, because he must have been like, oh, she's talking to herself, so I'll just put it through the letterbox. Anyway, so I opened the door and I was like, thanks, because you know what I mean? It's nice to be grateful for the job that everyone's doing, you know what I mean? But also, I don't know why, but this is randomly reminding me of, there was a shorts, I keep seeing the same woman's shorts, it's like ASMR, but she does, it's like tidying up, right? And I don't know why, I quite like, I'm not a lover of ASMR, again, because some of the things that I do, actually, people have said, well, like, can you do more of them? Because that actually is, like, very soothing. But one of them was like, I was like, are you kidding? And the comments were hilarious. It was like, I saw one the other day, and it was, she was cleaning the bedroom, right? And it was like, anyway, it was like I said, it's like I geek out on cleaning things, and it's like, but it's just, anyway, but it's like, like watching these cleaning videos and stuff like that, and it's like, because you can get inspiration, but some of it is just like, what in the fuck, man, who does all of that? Some people do, and some people can do it easier too, like I've said before, I find it really hard to look how long it's taken me to tidy my room. I literally have some friends that could do that in 30 minutes, and they could do a better job too. But don't judge yourself. So you could be judging and criticising yourself. It doesn't need to be about these specific things. More than likely isn't, but for some of you never know, it could be, because a lot of people struggle with the same things as me. If you got all it, well, fucking hell, you really did get cursed in that way, didn't you? But it's kind of like me. But yeah, that was it. It was in America. It's like, basically, it was like she had like a station, right? Like, basically, she had a bit outside her house on her porch, which is also very trusting. Fucking hell, if you'd done that here, folk would run off with the whole lot. But it was like, it's like, sorry, it's true. Like, when I used to get, I keep pausing my Hello Fresh, like, the deliveries, the free meals that you get a week, and it gives you the recipe and everything. Like, I was getting that throughout all of the pandemic lockdown. I was like, that was what I was geeking out on, and I loved it. But I've actually had it on pause for like over 6 months, because not only is it quite expensive, but can I just say it's completely worth it. I've said before, it sometimes sounds like that I should be a sponsor, because I tell everyone how amazing it is. It's totally worth it. But I was getting bored of the same recipes, and my favourites weren't appearing, so it just wasn't worth it, right? But anyway, so I've had that on pause. But it reminds me of when I was getting it regularly. Twice, somebody actually fucking ran off with the box, but it was because the delivery guy literally left it at the front door. Now remember, I live in a stair, right? He left it on the fucking street. Like, that's fucking begging somebody to take it. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I don't know where this woman lives in America, but it must be very trusting. So she had like about 10 different soda cans, which was like fizzy juice to us. She had like chocolate, chewing gum. She even had like fucking lady essentials, for the time of the month. Which is, again, that is so fucking kind. But again, it's like the whole fucking lot would be swiped in certain places. You know what I mean? Around the world, we've all got places like that where we'd be fucking gone. Again, and some would be like about, where I stay, people be like, oh, people, people wouldn't do that. Well, I could surely they fucking do. I could assure you they fucking do. They would, anywhere. And it's why I'm like, there's some places in the world where it's safe to leave your door open and folk just walk in and out. Like, I'm sure at one point Canada was like that. I don't think it's like that now. I mean, you can tell me, because there is a lot of people watching from Canada, but anyway, I don't know what that's going to have to do with everything, but it's quite funny. It all just stemmed from me saying, yeah, I think it's nice to be nice to be grateful. So I found all these wee bits and bobs as I've been tidying. Like I said, a lot of books, because I've just got so many, and it's so like, it is crazy. Like, there's things that happen, like, oh, I really want to get a book about that. Like, I want to look in more into that. And again, like I've stressed before, it's ridiculous, because I never sit and read the books. But it's not completely madness, because like I said, I tend to just, all I need is a book in my presence, like, just for it really to be in my house. And I say it like, it's like I soak up all the knowledge out of it. But, which does make sense to me with channeling, because like I said, I pick up crystals and I could just reel off everything about it. And then the next time I pick it up, I might say different. So it just depends what floods in. Because that was a huge part of my gift when I worked in the crystal shop. Like, people used to be like, whoa, like, you know what I mean? It was like, it was kind of amazing. Like, that was actually where discovered I had that gift because it was a crystal shop and I was handling all these different crystals, like, you know, a lot very affordable and other ones that were more expensive. And while I was there with my friend that was the shop, it was just kind of like, she'd be like, right, tell me what that means. And I just started saying myself, she was like, tell me what that means. And we were both like, oh my God, like, what the fuck? It was quite fun. But I would say I'm more rusty at it than what I was, you know, because I don't work in a crystal shop now. But the thing is, I've got so many crystals in every single room. Again, the crystal clear vision thing's a bit of a clue. But no, it is quite funny. Like, I could do that with most things. So like they've done it today where, and isn't it funny that I said that in one of the last videos? Like, in fact, it might have been the last video where it's like I'm an oracle of anything. Like everything just sort of speaks to me. So these are all the things that spoke to me and I've been tidying up, and then I was inspired to come and record this. So congratulations on your new home. So this was a card, like I said. And what's really funny is they've actually moved again since, because that was like a rented home before they got into their dream home. But there could be something here, a synchronicity about somebody's moving house or some kind of change up in a home living environment or something. Then they guided me to this: the moments we cherish. Now, I think this is like something to do with like I think it's got Aaron Max. I think it's when my mum's been Aaron or something. She's got me this. But it really, like, again, I'm wondering if this could be like anything of what comes out here could be for local people again, because this is kind of reminding me of like Hibs, you know what I mean? Like, and that's like a football team where I live. And so, because I've got a pair of green Adidas socks that remind me of that too. It's nothing to do with it, but that is just sticking out to me there. Or whatever other football team, wherever in the world, but that's sticking out to me there. And I always find it really funny, right? Because my dad only told me sometime last year, for his whole life, he claimed that he supported Hearts, right? And he only told me like last year, he was like, actually, I've kind of secretly like, it's Hibs that I like, but like, and that just really made me laugh. I don't know why, I can't remember what the reason was behind it. It was something like, maybe like, must have been like my granddad must have been, it must have been that my granddad was a Hearts supporter, and then maybe all the other mate, and it was like, but my dad was like, yeah, I think, I think it's actually Hibs that I like. But really, I don't think my dad's bothered about much of it, to be honest. Anyway, that'll be funny if my dad does lurk, but that's just popped into my mind. So that's kind of, what the hell? There is a connection to Hibs because they've just popped in my mind. I've still not watched the rest of it, but I'm gonna. When I was watching that Jennifer Ellison interview with James English, he was like talking about himself, and he made reference or something to like, oh, my mum or my dad, but oh yeah, I'm proud of my son plays for Hibs, and that seemed to bypass me that he played for Hibs. So I think that's what he said. So there's another connection to Hibs. Yeah, and again, remember, this isn't that unusual. Like, I do remember I got an email from somebody, like, I think it was like at the start of this year or something. Now, I don't know if, because he'll be watching it at some point, but it's like, I'm sure, but, I've no idea what kind of team you liked when you stayed here, because I don't think you do anymore, but maybe that was, or maybe it's actually your loved one in spirit might have a connection. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just sort of saying, but it doesn't need to be the person I'm thinking of. This could be anyone. And like I said, it's more likely going to be people that haven't interacted with me in any way, shape or form on the channel. Because there's not a lot of people that do talk on the chat that are like, oh, hey, I'm from Edinburgh. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just putting it out there. So the other thing that struck me was in that card from yesterday's video that was really intense, that had about Mary Magdalene and the white feather, or no, it wasn't Mary Magdalene, was it? No, it was Mary Magdalene. Wait a minute, that's kind of unusual. It was Mary Magdalene, but it was also Matt. I might be mixing that up. And something about the white feather of justice or truth. And then look what I've found tidying up. A postcard times 2. So it's like, for some reason, I've bought 2 of them because I think I was... Again, this is in... I know it's like textbook. It's like, oh my God, twin flames. But seriously, like, I can't stress you enough. Like, even here, like, look at this. This is mental as I'm saying this. As I'm saying that, like, I always get drawn to things in 2s, right? Like, I always see the yin yang or the sort of twin element in things. And look, they were pulling me to that and see the two wee things. But this is actually, look, I'm going to read it to you. Why are you so late? Oh, this is definitely, wow, this is definitely going to have something to do with, right, I'm just going with this. I love it when I just free flow. So, I mean, I always free flow when I'm doing this, but this is really free flowing. I just, bits and bobs, everything. But this is a thing that when I was getting support from ADHD, when I just found out the woman that was helping me, which like I said, through the NHS, it's fucking shite. Although I'm grateful that we do get something for free, because in America they have to pay for everything. So, you know, we have to be, there's another thing about being grateful. But the very limited time I did have with this woman, I was very grateful, and she just really understood me. She was really actually, like, loved the fact that I was a medium and everything, so I was very, very lucky in that way. But so I should have been, because I'd went through hell to that point, so, you know what I mean? But, like, I mean, it was a bit of good karma coming back. But basically, look, it's all this thing about being lazy. So perhaps this is like you don't need to have like ADHD, dyslexia, dyspraxia, like you could have autism, you could have, I don't know, any of these other labels, right? Or you could have a mixture of these things. You could have depression, you could have anxiety. But again, I feel really personally, everybody suffers from stress, anxiety, and periods of low mood. Again, when you're a dark night soul, it can feel like depression, like deep rest. And so I feel there's, again, if you've not got any of these other things, because I don't like calling them disorders, and I can never find a word that I'm comfortable calling any of these things, because some of them can be a superpower too. You just need to find a workaround around a way to help you. But anyway, I'm going to read this to someone, and it's quite, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if it moves something in me, because it is quite sad when you hear it. And it really reminds me of when I've said before about, you know, please don't forgive yourself if you've said this before. Because I think it's something that people just regurgitate because they've heard someone else saying it, and it's very easy for people that don't struggle with anything like this to say. Like, yeah, because I've had judgment in the past, and you know, I could still get judgment about it now, but it's like I'm so self-accepting, and that's why I'm able to have so much acceptance for whoever everyone else is, that you know, there's always going to be people that don't get it. But it reminds me when I've said, you know, don't be ignorant and be like, oh, everyone's somewhere on the spectrum, and you know, everybody's got this, everyone's got that, because no, that's simply not true. There's some people that really do struggle with day-to-day tasks and making a decision, and that can be crippling, and you know, and so I just think that's really, it's very ignorant, like I say, to say that. So I just hope I can sort of open people's minds up to stuff like that. And right, so I'll read this. So that's a bit annoying that it doesn't actually say. I don't like when something doesn't say where it's from, so I don't know where this is from, right? Okay, but if anybody else does, then you can say. So anyway, so why are you so lazy? But you're not lazy. Lazy is when you shrug things off because you can't summon up to give a damn. When you're curled up tight in your chair at your desk, alone and grey, and desperately wishing that you had your life in order, that you did all those things you had to do that didn't feel like breaking rocks just to feed and clothe yourself and get some sleep. That's not lazy. People don't understand. You tell them it's hard. They tell you, no it isn't, you're just lazy. You start to wonder if they're right. Is breaking those rocks easy for everyone else? Are they that much stronger than you? They don't look like they're struggling. Just try harder, they say. But you're trying. It's not working. Breaking boulders is in your path until you're spent isn't lazy. And you do it day after day after day. You're not lazy. Most people don't have those rocks to break. They don't even know what it's like to have to break rocks to get things done. They don't understand how hard you have to work and how hopeless you can feel when you try and fail to do what they do easily. Things are harder for you. They really are. And if those people had to deal with your problems, they wouldn't be doing any better. You're not lazy. You're not weak. You're fighting hard. And yes, my eyes are watering. I thought I'd be crying a lot more than that, to be fair. And so something's telling me that, you know, there's a few things here. I wonder if that's to do with, like I said, you could have similar, now that was specifically, although I've got lots of the stuff I mentioned, that was specifically to do with ADHD. and it was specifically to do with the fact that I feel I got a beautiful earth angel in the form of an occupational health therapist that recognised that that would really speak to me. And I think she could really see she really honoured the passionate motivational coach. Oh, that's interesting. Like motivational coach, healer, medium. She totally saw and honoured all of that. But she obviously was a rare specimen that saw like the difficulties that I was having when I was talking about things from like every area of business, like, because again it's very common that people with these difficulties can be amazing entrepreneurs, but you're never going to get your idea out there if you can't sort of focus and write down your idea and then apply it and find a system. And like I said, it might seem like I wouldn't be very good at doing that for people because I can, get a bit of struggle myself and stuff like that. But I do find a way, and I make, my methods that work for me don't really work for other people. Like most people don't really have as much going against them as what I do, unless you really are somebody that has a huge amount of spiritual warfare coming at you as well. But so basically what I'm saying is I am like a very good motivational coach and healer for other people, and I can help people a lot quicker. Like I can help people make a lot of money very quickly. There's loads of people that attest to that. I've helped people clear like tens of what am I saying? Tens of like like 10 grand, 20. I've helped people like clear huge amounts of debt because it's just energy at the end of the day, and it's like carrying it around. But I mean, think how life changing that is. And that's more than just like a couple of you. That's loads of people. Or like there's the one from, oh god, it must be like 8 years ago now, when it was actually a free call that I done with a woman. And yeah, she was really shy, couldn't go on camera or anything, and it was holding back her business. And long story short, it was a wee bit involved of like, it was like a bit of a clair-everything session. I think I'm going to call one of my sessions that, because that's been my email for for ages. But it's like, yeah, I basically gave her a bit of coaching, and it's and channels I brought through our niece at the time. Now that's really weird. What's that all about? Autocorrect wrote Ant earlier, and I've put in the community tab, in case you find this much later. Basically, I was trying to write something that was nothing like Ant, and it wrote Ant, like, like auntie. And I was like, maybe that's going to come into this somewhere. It could be somebody's auntie's, or aunt. It was specifically Ant. I call my auntie's auntie, you know what I mean? But, like yeah, like it could be somebody's birthday, anniversary. This could be a supportive auntie, or it could be somebody that's like a karmic auntie getting in the way, or somebody else's karmic, or something like that. Just in case you find this much later, definitely, like it could, especially if it's on these cards, like somebody could have specifically an auntie that is like not helpful here. But again, it doesn't need to be that. Somebody could be helpful too. That's very specific. Like particularly like what I'm getting here is like because like auntie, that, yeah, if that's like a mum's sister or something, it could be somebody that's like encouraging another family member, like a mum or a sister or something like that, to to poison the mind against like whoever, to hold the person back. But basically, yeah. Anyway, I was what I finished that story. That woman, I basically worked with. I brought her a message that brought closure, but then I also helped her get over her fear of being seen. And yeah, she then went on to make like a crazy amount of money, and she got in touch like several months later, being like, because of what we done on that session, you helped me make like a record amount of money, like and it's just, yeah, it was just crazy. And again, like, remember, like, it's just so funny, that was actually a free session. This is what I'm saying, like, so don't be fooled by, that's another type of, like, it's trickery that you might think, oh, like, oh, if Claire's, like, getting stuck and, find it hard to do this, so it's like, and then think about it, if you're guided to get my help with that, you're actually then going to help me get out of the fucking shit that people are doing to me by actually investing. But I keep cracking on regardless. But anyway, that, like I said, I feel that thing I just read out is maybe going to be like, see if you've not got any of these struggles, like, look, yeah, the stuff that holds people. That's weird, because I was about to say the stuff that stops messages coming forward, and then I got a text because it's 80 wands. So it's like, I feel there's tricks illusion, deception, like lies that have stopped people communicating with where they want to. And now I feel like this is somebody being like, no, I'm drawing the line. Like, I'm not listening anymore. You're talking shite. I actually just heard somebody saying it like that. And yeah, failure, look, they're guiding me that. And now remember what that said. It's like, it's got, the bit that stuck out to me was like, you start to wonder if they're right. I feel somebody's been, like, either literally told something, like, you're a failure, you're not going to amount to anything, or they've made you feel like that without directly saying it. But I feel some people have got people that actually literally say that to them. But it's like, I understand a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Like this, the message strongly coming through is everybody makes mistakes. And I think it might be Tupac, but don't quote me on this. Everybody makes mistakes, but mistakes make people. People make mistakes, but mistakes make people. That's it. And I really like that one. And I feel it has got something to do with a reunion. We'll always come back to each other. I feel this is specifically about, again, it does feel this very current energy of divine masculine energies that are working out the people that were holding them back from where they wanted to go. And oh God, with the things I've said, it does appear to be family with this one. So let me just see. And also, look, I'm taking a text from my mum. So let's see what my mum said. Right, I'll text her back in a minute. Right, but just bear in mind that that's going to have something to do with this. So, but yeah, I really do feel, yeah, I'm being drawn to the Toblerone thing that says I love you. Somebody wants to come forward and express how they feel. Basically, it is that. Like, somebody's worked out what was holding them back. Now, it could just be like limiting beliefs. Like, somebody's worked out that because they didn't get the encouragement that they needed, they couldn't encourage themselves to go for what they want. But it could be more sinister than that. You know what I mean? Like, people have actually tried to put a spanner in the works. But it doesn't always need to be that. I'm just stressing. Because remember, I don't say it too often, but they're guiding me to say, a lot of people's family and friends cannot like the twin flame because the divine masculine themselves, when they've not been in divine energy, have put people off the scent of how they feel, or they've been in denial themselves, and they could be like, I don't feel the same way as this person, and blah blah blah, and God knows what people have said. So that's the kind of tidy up work that divine masculines will be guided to do. And I'm laughing because it's like, I can feel people thinking, he is so not going to do that. Like, they're going to save their own bacon kind of thing. But trust me, when people wake up and, if they want to correct their mistakes that they've done, they will try to do that. But it's just that, they might not be able to. People might just be so invested in not liking the twin flame by that point. And, but like I always say, who gives a shit? Do you know what I mean? But like literally, that's hilarious. That just sounded like Tyler's tarot. And again, it's not. I don't tend to watch him anymore. It's like, again, I will. I suppose if it's like if I was really drawn to it, I would. But it's just if you hit Camplin, he's like, who gives a shit? Do you know what I mean? I'll give the message like, who gives a shit? It's like, and I think it's something to do with the fact we've got the exact same placements, Aries, Sun, Sag, Moon. But I just sounded like him there. But yeah, basically. So I don't know, something like this. So, but yeah, I feel that could be, if you've not got all that stuff going on, I feel you could just be like in your dark night of soul or quite depressed, and you're feeling like you're lazy, but you're not lazy. You're burnt out. You've had enough. It's very common that, people actually do realise that they have got things like ADHD and other things. When they slow down and they start getting a bit older, because they've struggled for so long to hide what they were struggling with, and they can't hide it anymore. So, and that's what happened to me. It just happened to me a bit earlier than it happens to other people. But in case you're new and you've not heard this, I spotted myself that I had dyslexia around mid-20s. Then when I done the actual test, it said I had dyslexia and dyspraxia and dyscalculia, probably something else I'm not remembering the name of. And then it was about roughly 10 years after that when, again, everything was getting on top of me even more. But remember, I've already been struggling for 10 years on top of this. And a lot of trauma from different experiences actually as well, like, a lot to do with my personal life, supporting different people with different things. Because again, a lot of my training came in my personal life before I started doing this professionally, which is not a coincidence. It was actually around the age of 30 that I've fully embraced leaving the Matrix 9 to 5, well, it's more like 8 to 6 work, to, you know, to be embracing this more unique way of sharing my gift as my work. And like I said, it's by no means been a smooth path. And it was about 30, and it's just reached 30 minutes. And by the way, I was actually looking all around the room. I wasn't waiting for it to get to the... So I feel this could be somebody else that, like, you had profound realizations around the age of 30, or you will if you're not that age yet, or if you're much older than that, you reflect on what happened to you. Because what's reminding me is, it's like, you know, it reminds me of the Saturn return. Like, you know, it's a very rough time in life where you get taught some very tough lessons. But yeah, I feel this is like, look, somebody's making plans to go forward to where they've always wanted to go after being stuck in their head for a very long time. And I do feel it's to do with this, like this generational curse of was keeping somebody stuck in their head. And it could be like, look, Black Widow spider energy. It was keeping somebody in an emotional storm. It was keeping them in distorted energy, when actually they're a divine masculine, when they're not, when their mind isn't being warped. God, and now somebody's saying, drawing the line. This is strong energy. I'm going to shuffle those cards, those other ones. And somebody's heading for a union, because as I'm recording this, it is literally, I mean, what's new? That's always what's coming through when I'm channeling a message, but it's coming through because it's 4:17 as I'm filming this, and so 4:18. People around here know that is my birthday. I'm sure there's a lot of people's birthdays out there too, and but the Four of Wands, the year I was born and everything, it adds up to the Four of Wands basically, which is the union card, twin flame union. So I do feel it's like somebody's battling through everything that was meant to stop them to get what they want. Yeah, somebody's coming out of the cold. Somebody's felt on the outside of your life, out in the cold. Look, they're coming out of some kind of player energy, which again I feel it's got something to do with, like, people look, King of Wands as well. Both of those energies could be like about passionate, and it's 4:18 now, passionate energy. But it's like from being like this, basically, this is what they're saying, right? This person, and again, this could be you this person, but, or it's your person, or it's not yours today. Somebody's coming out of being like very Knight of Wands, just very flighty, flirty, and not being as fussy as what they could have been for how amazing they are, is what I'm hearing. But now this person's in the higher energy of the King of Wands, like they're passionate, they're putting that kind of like settling for low-hanging fruit behind them, because they've had this period of sleepless nights, anxiety, trauma around living that lifestyle. This is when it feels like, now I really want to get that deck that's got something about soul ties. It's, you know, because soul ties in some of these decks, right, it can seem like soul ties is a good thing, and that's twin flames, right? But in biblical sort of text, soul ties, it's not really positive. It's like when you create a soul tie with anybody that you sleep with, and look, it's just reached 33 minutes, and that's Jesus, forgiveness, rebirth energy, repent, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, this is very specific message. Look, and again, the magician, like, this person's like, I've got the power to get out of this energy. I basically feel like this is, now this does very much sound and feel like it's going to be about a man, and by the way, it's not just one man, it'll be all the men this is going to apply to. It kind of reminds me when I've said, like, this feels like it's going to speak to quite a handful of men that might be lurking on here, that are healing and clearing their energy, that I even feel at some point are actually going to come forward. In fact, I've actually had a bit, I think there's going to be, I might be getting ahead of myself, but I kind of feel like when some men that are watching this, whether it's now or it's not happened, it's in the future, I feel like I'm going to get a whole load of guys out of nowhere being like, do you know what, thanks, you taught me how to actually clear my energy and look after it and be a bit more mindful about who I get involved with. But this is what I'm feeling. I feel I'm speaking to quite a few men. But like I said, it can speak to women too, where it's like you've been in this kind of footloose and fancy free, having fun energy, and now it's like, it does feel like you're paying for it. Like, and again, this as well, I feel this is like when you settle down with the wrong person, or you're sleeping with the wrong person casually, thinking it's no big deal. If they're draining your finances, that's a huge big sign of this is not your person. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's what was mean by in that last video, like, when true twin flames unions are kept apart, and remember it did just pass the 4:18, just literally a couple of minutes ago, when the unions are kept apart, and a masculine is keeping like low vibrational, like dark feminines around them basically. And not even, doesn't always need to be romantic, it can be anyone, like friends around them that are not the best energy, or family around them that are not the best energy. It's like, it won't initially, like the masculine could actually be really quite abundant, like they could have quite a bit of money, but it will be the feminine that suffers, you know what I mean? Because it's like, because you're linked, it's like the energy will be siphoning all of the abundance from the empress energy of the feminine through the masculine. So again, it's horrible to think, I know, but that's because again the magician, magician like in reverse as well could be like, people doing black magic spell work and stuff. So basically there's something like that's been going on. And but I do also feel it's like somebody's being kept awake by just not like just, and I literally feel it's people that I've got like quite a few girls like not leaving them alone because they've created a soul tie with them. And that's why I have to stress, it really depends on how serious we're talking with the different people that are listening. Whether you're a woman that's got like a male that's not leaving you alone, or a female that's got, or a male that's got females that are leaving you alone, or same-sex couples, you really need to book a personal session, and I can help you with that. Yeah, because it's serious shit here. But again, this is somebody that's like, they've either already went through this rebirth, or it's all sort of coming to light now. Yeah, look, this person feels like they've been robbed of their life. Oh my God, robbed of their life. That's quite, I actually thought that I was going to say robbed of their wish fulfillment, but that's nothing like life. But somebody feels like it's that word that came through a while ago on the shorts, destiny swap. It feels like, somebody's sabotaged this union so much, and it's like caused such a huge delay. And it's like this masculine's feeling like, I've been held back from this reconciliation because there's a pineapple. My wish fulfillment, like, or it could be someone being like, I've held myself back by being around this toxic energy. But it basically feels like someone's been manipulated. And it's not a coincidence that I was watching my person guy. I caught a wee bit of him, but it was somebody else that I was watching after that, and I just caught 5 minutes of it. But it was actually the same. I've just realised it's the same message that's coming out here, and I haven't even watched all of it, and that's probably why they got me to stop watching, because then I'll watch that and it will confirm as well. But yeah, it was. I'm sure it was titled something like generally, this person's worked out that they've been sabotaged about a union. So yeah, it's the same message. So wow. Yeah, look, so this person feels completely burdened, but the 10 of Wands, the good news is that I feel like that's somebody heading to where they want to go, and this person's dropping all the shite of the day, the crap someone's been putting on their shoulders. Yeah, look, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands, somebody's like, back off. I'm a wounded warrior. I'm going for what I want. This has went on too long. Yeah, look, but whoa, what is this energy? Back off. Like, and that's a mate, look, this is all the people that are like, oh, but this isn't right for you, or be with me, or it's like, this person's like, look, I've saw through you, fuck off. And it's like, no, I'm not coming back. I don't want to be with you. I'm going to my divine feminine. This is the person that's been healing me. What this was a false lover's connection. You tried to get me to have the 10 of Pentacles with you, but all you brought me was the 5 of Pentacles, drained. And even if this person was making a lot of money, right, this person took it all. And they took all the, or they had loads of money, but this person wasn't happy. And they didn't have energy. So, but it's like, yeah, now this person's got their passion back, their transformation with the butterfly. They're coming out of some kind of hermit healing mode. This person's been having, I think this person's been having to build up their finances again from whatever's happened here, holding back their love. But yeah, they're moving. They're on the move. They're, again, they've been trying to balance. I feel this is somebody trying to balance the spiritual and the physical in this case. Yeah, healing after, basically healing from burnout. Think about what that thing that I read out. And it's like, look, from something that was not given equally. Somebody that was, it was like they were a liar, whoever that person was with. It was just full of mind games that this person's putting behind them. This person does not want to give a cup of love to wherever that is. There's been a total ending there, or there will be if that's, a nasty fucker, Queen of Swords in reverse. This person wants to come forward with an apology. Like, yeah, they've been thinking a lot about somebody from the past, stuck in their head. You know, trying to find the strength again, like feeling, this person's feeling bad for coming at a divine feminine in a distorted masculine energy. It's had them at a bit of a standstill for quite a while. This person's had lots of other options, again, like sirens trying to siphon it. Look, this person's like, look, I don't want to give to you, leave me alone, I'm trying to heal. Look, I'm preparing for union. Now I'm gonna get that deck. This man, it's not like this masculine's gonna turn around and be like, look, fuck off, I'm preparing for my real person, I'm preparing for union. But I feel like this masculine's like, I'm not interested in you. I'm focused on the real deal. I'm not falling for these tricks anymore. Yeah, look, I'm not falling, oh my god, where's that? I'm not falling for the false empress anymore. Whether this is one person or, you know, depictive of a few people that are in false energy, I'm turning these cards upright and I'm going for my real queen. Like, I'm a divine masculine and I want to be, actually, I'm a divine masculine and I want to be with my divine feminine. And because they were pulling me too, the divine masculine card. So I might actually put that in the background. Oh, wait a minute, actually. Oh, shit. Union card too. Where have I chucked the wee emperor? Oh, there it is. Where have I chucked the wee emperor? Right, so. This is what's quite good when they're so small. Yeah. The emperor and the empress, something like that. Oh, wait a minute. Nah, I can't. I was going to press the taking a photo, but that. Right, so what else? Yeah, this person does not want to invest. Wherever they've been investing their time, I feel this person's had to really battle themselves because they invested in the wrong situation. Yeah, look, now they want, that's just shuffling that came out upright. They want to invest where they now know they were always meant to. Because look, it was not, look, oh, this is definitely somebody that like was manipulated into thinking that someone was their person, and it just wasn't. And it's like, because that's true love, but it was in reverse. Yeah, look, Queen of Wands, it's like this person's true person is a fiery, passionate person that they're meant to be in union with. I put it back and it came out again. And that's what I'm feeling. I just feel a lot of, this is like, this person's fucking angry. Like, this person's fucking angry because they feel like they might be swearing a lot. They feel like they've been robbed of their wish fulfillment. And possibly by, look, a Queen of Cups, manipulative energy around them. That's where that kind of feels like now that could be like a friend or a family member. It could be the actual romantic partner though, like somebody that's like manipulative, turning on the tears, please don't leave me kind of thing. Karma. And karma's coming for whoever that is. Karma's coming for the people that have, or it could have probably already for the people, yeah, people that have kept divine masculines away from their 10 of Cups happy ever after. People have been robbed of that. But they're not going to, but again, divine masculine's like, you know, this is to pick your energy, you know, it's just telling somebody's story, but it's like, you're going to have a victory. And karma, put it this way, what they're saying is karma's come for the divine masculine too, right? For definitely if they've mistreated a divine feminine in the process, which let's face it, it is going to be the case for most, if not all, twin flames, definitely people that I have spoke to. Because the person was being manipulated, they've also manipulated you know what I mean? The people around them, including their twin flame. It's just fucking understandable. But once that person wakes up from that spell, from that nightmare, they're going to fight and they're going to go for what's divinely meant for them. And it's all divine timing. And that's why I always say try to remove the blame, shame and guilt. It doesn't mean that there aren't apologies due, but it's, you know, because look, yeah, this union was sabotaged, right? This person has like kept an eye on their twin flame the whole time. They've been trying to love themselves. They've been trying to keep all this a secret, right? Like, this is somebody that's healing in secret. Yeah, working hard. Yeah, and possibly this time though, I feel like in coming out of something else that wasn't for them. Could even be a marriage. Yeah, look, and they're moving fast. This person's moving fast. towards where they know they want to be, because they don't want to be where they are. 41, but again, and that, yeah, they're moving. The same fucking card just came out twice in a row. Somebody's moving fast, moving away, travelling away from a false union. Big energies. Right, so let's use some of these wee cards. So these are the ones that have got third party in it, and it's also got, yeah, I think I'll shuffle these. So what else do we need to know about this, right? Yeah, spirit, soul, path, a personal evolution within your relationship. Yeah, and I feel it's like it's a personal evolution for this divine masculine to basically realise their power, and basically to not let the disquieting feelings hold them back. Have no fear. Fear is a trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. And then again, that really fit with the piece of writing I read out. Like where somebody's basically, you know, had people around them that doesn't encourage them. Make a decision. Are you choosing to prioritise yourself or another in this situation? Again, when somebody's choosing a union that they're not meant to be in because it's like other people are pressurising them to be in it or guilt tripping them or the person themselves, they're not putting themselves first, they're putting other person, and that's when people are miserable. Accept divine guidance, point you towards your joy, you deserve it. Perfect match. You complete each other in the most harmonious way. This person can see who they're a perfect match for now. They couldn't before. Workplace romance, common cause connection. Now this is two things. I feel this is to do with what I said yesterday, that this is twin flames that are actually got a bigger purpose and they're meant to work together, which is not what all twin flames do, but quite a do. It's like, so it's going to be a workplace romance in that way, but that could also be like somebody's twin flame could be at a workplace. You know, I can think of somebody actually I spoke to, it was quite some months ago now, but that, you know, keep it anonymous, but that was the scenario where it's somebody that they work with or worked with previously, and this person's trapped in a really oppressive, toxic trauma bond. And, you know, the person I was speaking to is, you know, totally in love with them and just, you know, holding space for them to make their own decisions. Signs and clues, the universe is telling you. Yeah, the universe is telling, you know, God's spirit is telling this person in big slap in the face ways to reach out. Shit, this is, oh my God, how amazing is that? Yeah, like this person's been guided to reach out. Expect a call or a text from your person of interest. So, okay, and I think they want me to pull you. Now, the other thing I've got, wait a minute, and this divine masculine, you've been held back, right, from where you're meant to go because you are meant to be a light to others. Again, and I think that's what that meant about the workplace thing. You have a powerful message to share. Shine your light in the world so others can learn from you. Once you step out this darkness, you've got a powerful light to share with others. And that's what people have felt within you. And it's only because you're doing it now, or you're going to do it when you come out of whatever bit you're in, or you've been doing it and you're about to go towards your twin flame, because you took the time to love yourself. People can't touch you now. They can't manipulate you, and they're angry about it. And this is a magical moment. You are in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. Allow your wishes to be filled. And remember, we already saw with the tarot, somebody's wishes were sabotaged. Their wish fulfillment was sabotaged. Regain your focus, and this is always my card about karmic distractions. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. And this might seem really unusual, right? But they're guiding me. I don't usually say the word unusual. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. Again, that word could be relevant. That song. But it's kind of, you know, I always feel like I'm being held back when I'm trying to tidy my room properly, because it's like this has been like the bane of my life for as long as I can remember. I'm just always trying to tidy my room properly, and then I'm always getting pulled here anywhere, or, you know, I'll be like, oh, I'll just do a live now, or I'll do a this or that. And that's why I said earlier when I shared that card, it's Leo Moon, you know, later on tonight. And if I feel guided to, right, if I feel it in my spirit, I'm going to just do a spontaneous live. And then if I'm not too tired on tomorrow, I'll do another one. Or maybe, you know, if I kick the arse out at tonight, then I won't do one tomorrow. But what I'm basically saying is, it's like, but I said, if I tidy my room, I'll reward it, because usually what I would do is, I'd be like, oh, I'll just do that, you know what I mean, because it's work and it's fun and it's helping people, but it was always pulling me away, distracting me from what I needed to do. And remember, this is a good teaching moment, because remember what I say, if you as a divine feminine are allowing yourself to not complete tasks and things in your life, it will mean that your masculine will keep getting distracted and not completing things in their life, and it can have a, you know, quite a detrimental effect and a wee bit more serious than tidying a room. Do you know what I mean? And isn't that for you to be like, well, Claire, why are you doing that then? That'll hold back stuff happening in your life. And that's the $1 million question. You know what I mean? It's I really do believe, you know, it's a mixture for different people. Before, I used to think it was self-sabotage, and then because I worked so hard and, you know, hypnotise myself, or I would get support from other people with different things I need support with, and then I realised it's the spiritual warfare that comes against some of the unions, and it's like, you know, it's curses, it's, fuck's sake, thank you for backing me up, because that's when some sceptical people could have been like, oh, you're making excuses, look what fucking left out. That's the Black Widow card. This energies that are trying to hold people back. You know, try to make you feel like you can't do something when you can. And basically what I'm saying is, I feel it's symbolic of, I've really easily decluttered area of my rooms that normally I feel frozen from doing. Oh, think about it, frozen as well. And yeah, like decluttered them, taking things out of boxes that have been in boxes from when I moved years ago, sorting out my books, like hoovered in the wee nooks and crannies, you know. I was laughing because, like, my mum was here the other day sorting shit, and you know when it's like, you know, I'm always really grateful if my mum helps me and stuff like that, but it's a bit intense because, you know what I mean, it's like, people put shit in the way that you wouldn't do it and all this kind of stuff. But anyway, I was like, where the fuck is the top of the hoover, right? So I texted my mum and I was like, where's the top of the hoover? But again, this is what I mean, I could admit when I'm wrong. It was really funny because she texted me and she said something like, you took it away in the other room to hoover the bed or the couch or something. And I was like, what? And I was like, you've taken the top of my hoover. I was like, that's all right, but is it at your house? And she was like, no, you did. So I phoned her. I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, you took the top of the hoover. I was like, oh. And she's right, I did. Like, it's because it's, you know, I've had this months, but I've only worked out that it turns into a wee manual mini one too, and it's great. It's got different funnels and that to get into the corners of things, or, you know, to hoover the couch if, you know, like when my niece has been round and they're dropping shit on the couch and stuff, like, I never used to let them eat in the living room, right, because of that, and then I slacked on it, and I'm like, oh, but you know, sometimes it is fun to just do that. But that's kind of great for that. But the point is, it was like, I was like, oh, I'm really sorry, that was actually me, and I just totally, so I feel there could be something significant here about somebody's, maybe you're having to admit some kind of, like, some mistake that you've made or something, or, anyway, what else do we need to know here? Conflict, clash and differences, incompatibility. Yeah, so what's that about? Like, look, I feel this is to do with what I channeled last night. I feel this is like in the past, the Divine Masculine has been, you know, really sort of focused on the conflict and how different you are. But I feel it's had something to do with some kind of deception, trickery. Again, it comes back to the whole, somebody has said something at some point that's really skewed the perception of this masculine towards their feminine. But it must have been something that really this person couldn't shake off, is what I'm feeling. And they're saying it's really toxic because it was like whatever was said was just, I feel it was like a complete lie. So if this is yours, it could be something that you're aware of, or maybe you've just got a feeling. But I think you'll get clarity because it's a strong feeling I've got here. Yeah, look, releasing, purifying, cleansing, and that's what this masculine's been doing. It's like this masculine's worked out something they've been told was not true. Someday, somewhere, another time, this masculine's been stuck in a kind of one day I'll be with you. And remember, there is a film called One Day, which, wow, this has blown my mind. At one point in that film, they're actually in Edinburgh. I think they must go to Edinburgh Uni or something. It'd be funny if somebody, by the way, that is funny. I'm sure somebody that spoke in the live not that long ago was at Edinburgh. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, but it's like, you know, that, anyway, if you know, you know, that film's ridiculous because it's like the guy just runs his whole life and it takes him so long to get together. Oh, anyway. Clarity, yeah. See, this person knows they've got the clarity. They're going to come forward with truth, good intentions and honesty. But look, they're absolutely exhausted. Depletion, drain, long journey. That was the 10 of Wands that we saw. But they're hoping. Expecting, faith, manifesting. This person's realised that they've been manifesting you as well as you manifesting them. And what's really amazing about that is, so again, the sunflower is about growing up through adversity to face the sun. And now I'm hearing that song. You're gonna make it when your heart is aching. There's a promise for the ones who just hold on. Which then always makes you think of something out of the Bible about children of the sun. Feels like the 144. It's like, it feels like what I said about Kingdom Spouse. It's like you've been promised this union and it's coming in. But it's more, I'm feeling the divine masculine. I'm chopping in and out of feeling the divine feminine, divine masculine. The divine feminine has been manifesting this, and what I'm laughing at is, as I've been tidying my room, I've been finding things about how I've been calling in my union, you know, like basically like when I've wrote new moon list, which I always have to stress, like whenever I've taught people how to write a new moon list, it was always based around, like, you know, the highest good of all involved. More recently, in recent years, I kind of tweak that to be the highest good of you and your true twin flame, because think about how many people are holding this back. So, you know, you can change the wording for yourself, but it's I feel you've both been manifesting it in a different way, and it's perhaps been more of a dreamlike fantasy for the masculine, which I feel is now becoming a more practical reality, that they're realising, oh fuck, I can have this. It was an illusion and the people around me made me feel like I couldn't have it. Because they've been diving deep. That, look, awareness, important value. This person's realising how important you are on their journey. That, look, you're connected from a past life. Deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. This person's completed their karmic lessons. Oh my god, look. This person's completed their karmic lessons of lust and Knight of Wands and King of Wands in the reverse. Forbidden, non-committal sexual energy, better off, happiness, cleared headspace. They're saying this person's better off with now, that they're not following that kind of lifestyle and whatever it was they thought was cool before. This person's like cringing. Yeah, look, they want their twin flame. That's fucking amazing how it came out like that. Yeah, look, they're realising that was a curse. Hex, witchcraft, negative mind. And that's what I'm saying, although these words can put people off, that is a hex or a curse, you know, like when someone has like this energy around them that is like to just basically be constant in this karmic loop of being like that. It is a curse if you think about it. It's like a negative mindset of, yeah, I'm just going to stay in this fun player lifestyle because, like, you know, my mates are doing it around me, or this is what I want to do. Like, it's like when you're in that, it feels like you're choosing it for yourself and it's cool, whether you're a male or a female. But actually, most of the time it's actually manipulated from either a friendship group, or like I said, it can even come from family members that want to keep somebody in that state so that it serves them. Because again, it's like it can be threatening when somebody is with their true union. Other people that have got a hold on a divine masculine can, you know, it can be really difficult. Look what's behind it. Divine masculine was conflicted between multiple choices. Like going on nights out, getting drunk, live like lust. But that's what they're saying. This divine masculine wants their twin flame. This is the divine masculine, basically. They're no longer conflicted. They want to come forward with an apology, and they're not in their pride. Arrogant, ego, stubborn. This person could have been in that before they've went through the ego death, and they're coming forward with an apology. Yeah. Shattered, heartbroken, destroyed, but it came out reverse. That person's had to move through a lot of pain. They're not trapped anymore either, stuck, tied down and captive. So this person was trapped and broken. But whatever that was about, and if it's more literal, like someone was trapped with several children or a child or a marriage or something like that, it must, you know, the person must have sorted whatever they need to sort to move forward now, so that everybody gets what they need. It was actually 444. The angels are guiding this person out of a shallow, hollow, empty, bored situation like we saw, and they want a second chance, reconciliation, making amends, an opportunity, because they now know their mistake, misunderstood, victim, lost soul, and they're loyal, trust and reliability, believing. and they're saying they're putting up boundaries, drawing the line enough with the people that held them back. They're focused on self-growth, self-focus, soul-finding, and beginnings. Try again, new direction, start over. How amazing are these messages come through? And again, I'm not saying that well, I have got a skill for being the mouthpiece, but this is a powerful message that's coming through. Yeah, look, infatuation, adoration, addiction. This is like, this person's obsessed with self-growth now and this new beginning and getting back what they lost. But I do feel there are people that are obsessed about this divine masculine, and they're spying on them. Social network information, they're keeping tabs. This is somebody keeping tabs on the divine masculine, as this divine masculine has these huge epiphanies, understandings, awakening. And look, this is what I'm talking about, kingdom spouse. Like, this masculine's like, oh my God, this is my person. This is the person that God chose for me. They're my divine feminine, right? I can't. What in the fuck? Releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. Yeah. So if anybody was stuck in the past with somebody else, I'm getting that they've released that, right? And they know what they want. There's obviously still people that are keeping tabs and everything like that, but this person, where's the divine masculine card? Story of our lives. We're trying to find the divine masculine. There. That could be one too. I'll just decide when I watch it back. What? Where's the wee, no, I was going to, so again, I must stress, like, this, it might not be where people are at right now, but that just flooded through from somewhere and I've slowed down now. So, right, this has made me laugh, right? My dad was, I mean, I'm not even going to say, well, no, I'll say because it's funny, but it's, my dad was using this as, like, stuff to put in the fire, right? And I was like, Dad, give me that. Like, not only is that really speaking to my heart, I'm pretty sure that, like, you could get in trouble for doing that. Do you know what I mean? Like, anyway, so I saved this book, so it's missing a few pages, but yeah, so I'm going to read this one because the one I actually got drawn to was pretty brutal. Wait a minute, now they're telling me to read it. So this is the one I got drawn to, right? So I feel this is actually, anyway, I'm just going to read it. He who thinks by the inch and talks by the yard deserves to be kicked by the foot. That feels like the shadow side of the gossip, Gemini energy. A fool's lips bring him strife and his mouth invites a beating. Proverbs 18:6. Now, there could be something very significant about the 18th of June there too. So again, no my words, it's just what it says there. And again, this could be like releasing, this could be like a kind of energetic beating, like karma, we'll hope. But authority makes some people grow and others just swell. But he that has greatest among you shall be your servant, and whoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he shall humble himself shall be exalted. 23/11/12. So what have we got there? That could be the 23rd of November, 23rd of December. Could be the 12th of November, the 11th of December. But he that is greatest among you shall be your servant, and whoever shall exalt himself shall be oh, I just read that bit. And it's Matthew 2, could be significant. We make a living by what we get, we make a life by what we give. I have shewed you all things, how that so labouring ye ought to support the weak, and remember the words of the Lord Jesus, how he said, it is more blessed to give than to receive. Acts 20:35, which is why I'm always, which is why I give so much, but also, you know, encourage people to remember that it's like the whole sort of rule of tithing is that, yeah, the more you give. So it's like I give with an open heart, but it's things have got to turn around, and karma wise, the wheel of karma's got to keep turning. And what it means is, when you do donate to people that do work like me, again, it's not just me, the other people, good people that are out there helping people as well, it'll come back to you, you know. But so don't be like kind of Four of Pentacles, like holding on it too tight, because it comes back to you. Our days are identical, suitcases all the same, but some people can pack more into them than others. Be very careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity. And that's in the Ephesians 5:15. So the 15th of May could be significant, 16th of May could be significant. Again, I'm going to keep that here because I love it. It was especially because I've put those wee cards that I got, the wee prayer cards somewhere. There was something else I was being led to do there. Oh, yeah, whatever that quote was, it reminds me of this. The moments we cherish. I'm telling you, this person, I can feel this masculine's like they're very angry at whatever they're recognising, like, but towards themselves, towards other people, and they're setting boundaries with who they need to. Nurturing their inner child. This is somebody that's reparenting themselves. Like, look, healing abandonment, which that feels like what came out yesterday. Trying to forgive themselves and forgive other people, stepping into their personal empowerment, releasing the past and the karmic energies, and they can see clearly now, crystal clear visions, awareness. That card's always a sign for me as well that I've been a part of helping this masculine see. So remember what I said, I feel this is for quite a few men that were in this position. Multi-dimensional healing. Oh, fucking hell, these cards just, oh my god. Multi-dimensional healing is helping divine masculine see clearly and make the choice to choose the path of least resistance. There's something very significant about the Lionsgate portal, the 8-8 energy, the 6-6 portal that's just been with significant too. There's 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8. All these portals are significant. So there could be huge things that happen for this masculine that's been catalysted by the thing the other day. And also the 11-11 portal, which was a couple of days before the new moon in Scorpio, was a huge catalyst to change. I feel a dark night of soul for this masculine to bring them home, take them home to true love. Basically that's exactly what they're saying, is that this masculine has been releasing their lower self since the new moon in Scorpio, for whoever this is for. And now they're just trusting, and they're seeing beyond all the illusions. They've changed their perception. That's been the overall message as well. And yeah, so you need to get grounded, shield and protect your energy if you're this feminine, because this masculine's going through a huge intense change of realising that they were in a false union. So false twin flame doesn't always resonate for different situations, but it could specifically be that like somebody was trying to trick or cast some kind of illusion to this masculine that they were the real one, and the true, whoever is the true divine feminine was lying, something like that. It's and I think this is why there's so much anger that I'm picking up on, because this masculine's like can see clearly. But if it wasn't that, what I just said, it can just be that this person was just like, saying, oh, I'm your soulmate and everything, and they might not even know about the true twin flame, but it'll be different for different people. This person's raised their frequency, their higher consciousness is kicked in, and they're not falling for anything. They've went through a rebirth, personal freedom unleashed, again, clearing the core wounds. Yeah, look, clearing the soul. And isn't that funny that I just said that this person's going to be like, I'm your soulmate? They're, they're not wanting to be with the soulmate. They're wanting to be with the twin flame. That was kind of harsh the way it came through, but that's the way it came through. So what I'm hearing is this masculine at one point felt it was easier to be with this soulmate, right? There was ups and downs, a lot of addictive behaviour. They felt that this was like too much like hard work, and I feel it was encouraged by people around them, made it feel like you're too different, that wouldn't work. But I've explained and explained in every video why they do that. This person can now see it was sabotage, and they let it happen. So they're not now, they're receiving their own cosmic intelligence, and there's something to do with, the electric creative expression. Like this person has had a bolt of blue from the heavens, and they're creatively expressing their own self, their own voice. Shifted. They've went through a huge spiritual awakening to get to this point. They've had to go within, and they've healed the separation. They've done the work. Look, they've reprogrammed their soul, released, raised, reclaim, and yeah, they've karmic purge. I feel this person's still in the middle of a karmic purge, but they've purged quite a lot of it, and they're coming into a soul merger with their twin flame. Again, there's this message to stay grounded, because it's very exciting energy it's coming through. This person now knows that they're enough, and they're not willing to be chained. They're transforming, and they're not willing to be chained to wherever was keeping them stuck. So they're having karmic breakthroughs. It's something to do with the past life. Something from this person's past was holding them back. I'm being drawn to a lot of there's a dragonfly, and they did keep pulling my eyes to marry dragons. So there's something significant about dragonfly. Dragonflies are about transformation to me. Divine feminine. And again, that's interesting. I was saying what it was about to me, and I'm a divine feminine. So again, I feel it's like this 8, again, the Lionsgate portal's always really significant for twin flame. But yeah, and again, I feel this is talking about a lot of the Lionsgate portal unions that'll come about. I mean, some will come about long before that, but some it's around then. Because this person's blossoming with himself, they've had a higher heart opening, they're feeling that sexual pull of the sacred union. And look, that's a divine masculine swimming home with their crown, their sovereignty, welcome home, unifying, aligning with their abundance. See, now their true abundance is coming in. See, they're talking about August, September here. Their true abundance is coming in because they've realised who their true divine feminine is, and they've cleared all the negative energy, working with Saint Germain. Yeah, and let your light shine. 2 cards that say let your light shine. This person's had to have a lot of patience while they clear these energy blocks, take responsibility, been going through a dark night of soul, following the signs, they're ready to express themselves. You can do it. Being led by a high priestess. Boom, drop the mic. Fucking love that message. Right, what does this masculine want to say? Because I've said that with all these other cards. I feel so much regret for everything I said, but yeah, that I feel that card beautifully encompasses what's went on here. This person feels so much regret for the things they've said and done. They were manipulated. So it doesn't mean it's everybody else's fault. This masculine is taking responsibility. They will take responsibility for the part they've played. But a big part of it was manipulation. So if that doesn't make sense to you, if your person doesn't come forward as a divine masculine acknowledging that, this is not your story. That's what this one's coming forward to do. Because they've never felt love like this before. It's awakened them. Look, this is where they were before. I'm not ready for commitment. And they felt like they were making that choice. But we saw it was manipulation. They were told, you know, it's like this person was given horror stories by like people around them. Of like, you know, it's like that card that I just showed you with the butterfly. It's like that you'll be locked down, you'll be chained, you'll be under the thumb. And it's like, and ironically, I think whatever this masculine's got into otherwise to avoid the twin flame, that's what's ended up being with there. I know I hurt you, I never intended to. See how that beautifully just picked up on what I said. This person thinks the world of you. I wouldn't be surprised if that card comes out, but it's like their actions have not shown it. And look, what if you don't accept me for who I really am? Like this person feels like shit. I'm not gonna lie, I can feel this person is just like, I can't believe I done this. And I do want to follow my heart. And remember, it goes into Leo Moon in a couple hours from now as I'm filming this. This person wants to follow their heart, and they have a plan, but you have to trust them. So many songs are reminding them of you. Their fears keep stopping them because they keep thinking, I don't know if this person's going to forgive me, but I need you back in my life. This person needs you. Look, I don't feel good enough for you. That's what they were programmed to believe. And they've been really upset. They've shed tears. But they are coming back soon. This person's going to find the courage because their life has changed so much since meeting you, which we've just seen. And all I want to do is talk to you. And I'm thinking about making you an offer because I want to be with you. I'm still healing from what's happened in the past. But I don't want to keep hurting you, so I'm going to tell you all about this. And I'm trying to trust in divine timing. But I actually can't stand not talking to you, so I want to tell you what's going on. Because no one makes me feel the way you do. I've been awakening, I've been learning a lot about spirituality. I know we're twin flames. I keep seeing the signs everywhere I go. You mean the world to me. Remember I said that. I pushed you away because I was scared. The truth is, I love you. I never expected to feel this way about you. Even deeper than what the love I knew already had. I'm taking responsibility for the mistakes I've made. I've had very vivid dreams of you. I miss holding you. I pretended to not care because I care too much. Truth is, I'm so grateful for you. I'm sorry for lying to you. I miss kissing you. Keep a close eye on your social media. Truth is, I don't want to lose you. The silence is killing me. I'm making a plan to come back to you. Because no one makes me feel like you do. I daydream about you. I can't get you out of my head. But I can't face you right now. I'm so afraid of rejection. I'm overcoming my childhood trauma, but I do miss you. I fear that if you get too close, you'll hurt me. Please trust me. I'm going through a lot. I can feel you pulling away if you moved on. I've had tarot readings on you. You're so beautiful. Battling my addictions and get your life with you. And I send you telepathic messages. Because I'm not good at communicating my feelings. But I don't want this to be over with us. I let my doubts and fears get the best of me. You're very intimidating. What does that one say? They just told me to keep doing the whole deck. I'm so scared to change. Your smile makes me melt. You're different, but I used to. So again, I wouldn't usually do the whole deck unless they did guide me to it, but it's like I just feel the, like, so say like 3 or 4 cards in a row could have really spoke, especially because I went full on into letting that masculine just speak through me. And that's like a spokesperson for all the rest of them. But a spokesperson, code to the masculine spokesperson, step 4. So let's do it with this deck now. What else? Please forgive me. It makes me feel physically sick when I think about how much pain and suffering I've caused you. I'm sorry for treating you that way. I was wrong. You didn't deserve that. Please forgive me. I was manipulated and I can see that now. I'm releasing the people that have kept me, holding me back. I'm following my intuition. I'm tuning into the telepathy. It's made me really angry and bitter. Resentment, anger, hurtful. It's made me really angry towards people that have done that. I love you. I'll always find my way back. I was in denial. I'm sorry I hid my real feelings for you. I've always been in love with you and I'm a coward for not admitting that sooner. I'm gaining the courage to tell you face to face. I'm owning up. While we've been apart, I've been learning who I am. I really have changed and I want you to know that you can count on me to do the right thing. But I've been lost. Nobody seems to understand me but you. I feel so alone. Because you're the only one that sees me. You see the real me. That's why I struggle sometimes to look you in the eyes and you see right through my soul. And that makes me vulnerable. And I was always taught that that means somebody's got power over you. And that they could, it means that if they've got power and control over you, they could take advantage of it. But I now know that you're not going to do that. You're not the type of person. But I do hurt. Sometimes when I think of you, it hits just how badly I've messed it all up. Will you ever forgive me for hurting you that way? I'm taking my time. This time I want to do things right, and that's why I don't want to rush things and risk losing you altogether. I want it to be right. I have changed. I'm moving out of my old circle of friends that manipulated me because I don't have the same beliefs and morals. I've changed and I want more for my life. We already saw that, well, the player sort of stuff. Right, I'm going to pause and get my cards. Right, so I got my cards, but I've got these ones too. What else? I keep track of you from afar by looking you up online, so that's come out quite a few times. I wish I could take my, yeah, wow, look at this. I wish I could take back the hurtful thing I said. It was wrong to take out my frustration on you. My heart will always come back to you, even when I don't want it to. I still see your smiling face. Like, that's the feeling I'm getting. I think that's why they wanted a third deck on top of, like, to really hammer it home. This person has, like, loved you the whole time. But it's like they thought that because there were all these people are manipulating them and whatever they've been saying, and even if it was them in denial telling themselves that you were too different, but it's never just that on this journey. There's always somebody jealous and, you know, sticking their oar in and whatever. Because I looked at honesty and reverse lying. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Fucking hell, how that, Jesus Christ, that wording is like so, I don't always say Jesus Christ like that, so it's like that means something. Like, Jesus has been helping this person to forgive themselves, to forgive the other people around them, to receive this union, right? Like, this is, again, the Jesus and Mary Magdalene codes coming through. Maybe they want me to use those cards again. But yeah, this person's like, you know what? I can't always expect other people around me to tell the truth, and quite clearly, because a lot of people have lied to me. But I'm being honest with myself, and I want this person. I've loved them all along. I've let people manipulate me. It stops here. That's what this masculine's saying. You taught me how to love myself, and I know you're trying to love yourself. I'm proud of you. That's so fit. Look, someone will mention me to you today. It excites me to know that one day I'll be with your dream manifested, right? That's giving me chills because of what I was saying about, or what God was saying through me about you've both been manifesting each other. What does this say? Because look, wisdom. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now's the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. That's interesting because look, this person can now see. There's the owl. We can see through the dark. That's what I help people do, to see what you can't see. But I've been getting drawn to loads of fairy things today. Like, I know that wasn't in the wee collection of stuff, but I hung up a wee fairy dream catcher. There was like the Dance of the Moon Fairy. It's a jigsaw thing that's kicking about. I don't even like jigsaws, but I just like the picture in the box is nice. I don't know, I must have acquired it from somewhere, but yeah, fairies. The fairies must have significance to someone here. I've never gave up hope you would remember us, and I forgive you for whatever you feel I won't understand. All I want is to be together and forget the past. That is like hashtag all the feels. So Cancer Moon right now, because that's what this masculine needs to hear. Wow. And the past is Cancer as well. I love and accept you just as you are. And I need you too. So if you're telling yourself that I don't need you, that's not the truth. But not in a codependent way that you've been used to. It's not your fault. Don't blame yourself. This journey is designed for us both to grow. That is so perfect as well. Wow. I'm so proud that you're my divine masculine. I'm proud that you're doing the work. I know that you went into denial and you ran and you've made mistakes. But I'm proud of you for getting back up and doing the work. And even if you're not doing the work like you want to be, you will. Separation's so hard, but it's making us stronger for union. We're invincible and unstoppable together. And I see right through... Oh my God, remember we got the card that said that? Wow, look. I see right through to your soul, past your guard, and I know you know it. You're safe to be yourself with me. And what's weird is I wrote that card before I got them. Like, I think it was like I wrote them and then I got them like right after it. Know your own worth. If something feels off, it usually is. Look, because you've got a bright light, all the divine masculines that resonate with us, your career is going to change for the better. Be excited. That's why people are trying to stop you, because we're doing it. We're breaking free from the matrix. So the harder people go in to stop you, you know why. Every Christmas I want nothing more than to be with you. I long for that time. Well, whoever's going to resonate with this, you're going to be with them. You're going to be long with them before Christmas, with whatever I'm picking up. You'll always be the one that got away, but I know that you'll come back. I can feel you thinking about me. Look, we're birthing the new earth. It's not easy, but we knew you could handle it. Keep going, you're closer than you think. I will be your cheerleader every day. That's perfect with what I just said about this feminine needs their masculine, but not in the codependent, draining way that they've been used to. The feminine needs a masculine. The masculine needs a feminine. And you're going to create a lot of beautiful things in the world. All the different divine feminine, divine masculines that resonate with us. Are we done here? I think they want me to shuffle this one more time. Yeah. And it's because both people, you've done the work. You chose yourself, and therefore you get rewarded with your perfect match. You complete each other in the most harmonious way, because you're each other's yin and yang. So how could anybody possibly compete with that? So anybody trying to convince this person when they get to this point, it's not going to happen, because I've just cut the deck on marriage. Wedding bells are ringing. This person knows that you're their person, their kingdom spouse. That's the spiritual marriage, and they want you to be their life partner. Your romance is stable and ready to go the distance. This person sees the long run because they feel like you're their best friend. Friendship is vital, your romance, feelings deepen and blossom. Again, this person's like, nobody would ever have my back. Nobody has ever had this person's back in the way that the feminine has. And this person now realises nobody ever could, because it's their own divine feminine energy. And boom, brought the mic. I've been guided to stop it at 1, 2, 3. I was stopping it anyway, and I've just looked down at 1, 2, 3, and that was one of the ones I done the other day. So 1, 2, 3 to me means fuck it, let's go. Action's being taken by the time this masculine gets to this point. We're proud of you, all the masculines that got to this point. We're proud of the feminines, and you're going to be given your reward for loving yourself fully. See you later.